Welcome to section 6.1 or 5.6 today. 5.6, and we're doing factoring with trinomials with a coefficient in front of the a squared. The first thing that we're going to do when we're solving one of these is to multiply the a, the number in front of x squared, times the c, the number that's by itself, and I get 15. So now I'm going to find my factors of 15 that add up to 16. Here's my hint for you. If the number that it adds up to is bigger than this number, it's going to be 15 and 1. And so then I'm going to split my middle term into 15x and 1x. Notice that these two terms have to add up to this term. Then I'm going to do it just by grouping. Greatest common factor of my first grouping is a 5x, leaving me with x plus 3. I have nothing that'll divide into x and 3, so I'm going to pull out a 1, which is an x plus 3. And if I pull my x plus 3 out front, my leftovers would be 5x plus 1. We're going to do question 16 now from the same section, which is 3x squared plus 8x plus 4. Same process, we multiply a times c, and we're looking for factors of 12 that add up to 8. My factors of 12 are 1 and 12. That doesn't add up to 8. I also have a 2 and a 6. That's the one I'm going to use because 2 plus 6 adds up to 8. So I'm going to rewrite this as 3x squared plus 2x plus 6x plus 4. And then I'm going to factor by grouping, groupity, group, 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 plus signs in between. Greatest common factor of my first grouping is an x, leaving me with 3x plus 2. Second one, I can pull a 2 out of both of them, so I'm left with 3x plus 2. And then I rewrite that as 3x plus 2 times x plus 2. Let's pull number 17 in here. It says 2x squared minus 11x plus 12. Same process as the other ones, 24, factors of 24 that add up to negative 11. We know that the factors of 24, like 1 and 24, but there's also factors like negative 1 and negative 24, because negative times negative also equals positive. We're looking for negative factors because it has to add up to a negative. So negative 2 and negative 12, negative 3 and negative 8. I think I found the one that works. So I'm going to split it into, notice it splits into a negative 3x and a negative 8x. And then I do the same thing I did on the others, groupity group, 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 plus sign in between. Notice that I always pull that negative sign in with that third term. Greatest common factor of the first grouping is x, leaving me with 2x minus 3. I think I can pull out a negative 8, or a negative 4 here from my negative 8, which gives me a 2x. 12 divided by negative 4 is negative 3. And it's a very good sign when those are the same, so I'm going to pull it out front, and my leftovers, x minus 4. Let's do number 18 now. It says 3x squared minus 19x plus 20. All right, we have a negative in here again, so 3 times 20 is 60. I'm looking for the negative factors like negative 1 and negative 60, negative 2 and negative 30, negative 3 goes in there negative 20 times, negative 4 goes in there negative 15 times. I think I found the right one. I don't have to move on to negative 6 and negative 10. I think I found it. So I'm going to split it. Negative 4x, negative 15x plus 20, groupity, group, 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 plus sign in between. Greatest common factor of my first grouping is an x, leaving me with 3x minus 4. I can pull out a negative 5 out of this, leaving me with a 3x minus 4. Pulling that 3x minus 4 out front, I'm left with x minus 5. Well, those were quick ones. Well, let's move up to number 22. 22 is basically the same thing, but the numbers got really big on this one. So I'm going to see if I can come up with some numbers that work. I may have to use a calculator here, so you'll hear a pause. 25 times 9 on my calculator gives me 225. I know I'm looking for negative factors, so I'm going to start out at negative 1 and negative 225. Negative 3 and negative 75. Negative 5 and negative 45. Negative 15 and negative 15. Well, I'm going to go with negative 15 and negative 15. Good thing I had my calculator. That's a big number. So now I'm going to split my middle term into negative 15x and negative 15x. And then I'm going to go groupity, group, 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 plus sign in between. And I'm going to pull out a 5x out of here, leaving me with another 5x minus 3. Pulling out a negative 3 on this one leaves me with 5x minus 3. And we get a 5x minus 3 factored out front, and my leftovers are 5x minus 3. Notice that they're the same, so I'm going to rewrite that as 5x minus 3 quantity squared. And the last one that we're going to look at today is question 33. That one is 2x squared plus 15x minus 25. Same process as all the other ones, but notice that this last, my c here, is a negative. So 2 times negative 27 gives me negative 54. There's a common mistake. People forget to use this negative when they're multiplying. But we need that to be a negative because then we get one positive root and one negative root. So I'm going to start out with negative 1 and positive 54. That doesn't seem like it. Negative 2 and positive 27. And negative 3 and 18. Ooh, I think that one might be it, right? Because negative 3 plus 18 gives me positive 15. So I'm going to split my middle term into that. Plus 18x minus 27. Groupity, group, 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 plus sign in between. Greatest common factor of my first grouping is an x, leaving me with 2x minus 3. Greatest common factor of my second grouping is 9, leaving me with 2x minus 3. Pulling that 2x minus 3 out front, my leftovers look like x plus 9. Well, good luck on these. I hope this helps.